straight away the BPM of on this soundtrack is really quick. It's straight away within the action. There's no build up. Uh, the female vocals as well is something to note. It feels different, you know. It feels like something sad upon the horizon is about to happen. Um, you know, there's not much tension building in the beginning of the soundtrack. It's 2 minutes and 47. Um, the main theme that this would get me hooked if I was a player. I'm playing the Batman Arkham City game. This would really get me hooked. It's just in your face. It's aggressive. It's fast. It's fast paced, kind of like the gameplay of these games. Fast, in your face, action packed. Um, let's continue it on. It feels the soundtrack as well feels like more important to the overarching story of Arkham, of Batman. It feels almost like it's time to something to prove within the soundtrack. It's very fast paced, as I said. It feels almost like an action movie. The soundtrack, kind of like a Mission Impossible soundtrack. I'm not on about like the kind of motif or the theme that Mission Impossible has that is iconic. What I'm on about is like when there's an action sequences, it feels like you would hear something like this. Um, it feels like uh kind of the midpoint of Batman's journey. It feels young, it feels ambitious, almost striving to be great, type of soundtrack. It's weird because the Batmans that I grew up with watching and listening to the soundtrack, they're slow, very time to build. So it's interesting to break this down when it's so in your face. It is. It's in your face, and it fits the theme of these games because you play as Batman and you're destroying, you're fighting, or you're kicking butt as Batman. You're in their face. So let's keep it moving. What I love is that there's a little bit of an echo coming from these violins, which almost symbolizes the vocals. The vocals are the kind of a gothic scene of Batman's kind of troubled soul in a sense. You're Bruce Wayne, the battle between the good and the bad, as the vocals symbolize. Then we get into this, but in those violins there, which are a tremolo, they're fast paced again. They're fast. They're in your face. They're energetic, but they've got they've got reverb that almost kind of feels like someone is humming underneath them. So we get some synth beatbops, as I like to call it, some digital synthesizers playing just to add in the little tech elements of Batman's gadgets, the utility that you use as Batman. Um, you know, which again is very unique to Batman. But the little zoop, 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 when you're scanning and you're using the faces of people and going into certain uh utility with your gadgets and stuff like that. So the synthesizers there would symbolize that. But I just love how the production, the production on this it's really fast. It's again in your face, but it's mixed very well. It's also panned very well. It's also the percussion is carrying this. The percussion is when I'm on about it's in your face, it's the percussion. The percussion is in your face. That bass there, boom, 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 boom. That is just building. It's building that tension. That clash then, we're going into Act 2, that clash then. So a lot of this, we're going to rewind it back, but a lot of this is building that tension. So listening to the track fully now, we're getting that tension building. The kind of being witty with it. You know, they've got a lot of the fast pace out of it. We're hearing the motif, we're hearing the themes, we're getting that natural Batman feel. But here, it just calms down. But here's the percussion, boom, 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 boom. You know, the percussion. But right now, it calms out, it pans out. Sorry, but it calms out, and now we're getting some themes. Wow, that was incredible. What a way to leave it on there. That is a Batman soundtrack, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you nail it. It's fast. It's in your face. It's aggressive, but it also has it's almost hard to describe. Everything just falls in its place. We have the bases, the production, the low end, the high end, the middle, everything in terms of the frequency spectrum. It's all covered on this. It's mixed very well. But it gives hope in that theme track, that soundtrack. It gives hope. And it's 2 minutes and 47 of greatness. We're gonna rewind it back, we're gonna play, we're gonna break it down. Because we need to know where this transition starts. So right here, the strings. The strings are very important because it's the strings that are building that the block out, the road out. It's taking us on this journey. You know, where we're kicking butt right now. You know, we're kicking Joker's goons. You know, Gotham's goons and stuff. We're kicking ass right now. Right there. That clash, that riser, that tension, ladies and gentlemen, use that in your soundtrack because this is what you're able to create just with a simple transition sound of a clash, a cowbell, a riser. Use something like this because you'll be able to take your audiences on journeys, not jerseys. So this clash. But if you listen, boom. So there's a little boom there, which is by the bass. So we got the bass. Meh, meh, as the strings are, you know, as it's going on. So it's building, it's building, it's building. But then we have the vocals. We introduce females and males vocals. So we have the duality of both. You know, we have the duality. It's really tackling that gothic realm that the Arkham kind of games did cover, the gothic kind of element correctly. So now the duality of both octaves that intermingling with each other. The bass is doubling down, representing that dark element of Gotham. So then we get a new piece of string, new piece of violin, na 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 na, which is that's a theme, that's a motif playing under the of the tremolo strings. As in the background, we can hear the percussion that was introduced right at the start. It slapped us. It woke me up. That was my coffee. That percussion is kind of just mixed faintly off. We hear it. We know it's there. It's familiarity because the composers introduced us right at the beginning of this soundtrack. So we know it's there. So it feels normal, even though it's quite faint and kind of tempered off in terms of the mix, but it's there. We can hear it. We know it. So we don't, it doesn't need to be prominent. So now we have like the doors closing. So that little action sequence, that's done. So we heard like the doors kind of a kind of a sound that kind of symbolizes, right, we're shutting the door, we're finished with that. Now we're going off and we're allowing this theme to play out, to build up with some extra stuff, but a lot of the main elements, this action sequence here, it's gone. Percussion is gone. We're very basic. So it's playing into that hope, right? Because the instrumentation started going higher. It was reaching kind of god levels in a sense, and the duality of what Batman fights for in these games. This score symbolizes that. Always hopeful, always doing the right thing. And in this score, we hear that. It starts off, nya, 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 and by the end here, it reaches higher octaves. It's going higher. Through the struggle, we're still fighting, we're still going higher, being better. And it ends on that note. The letter plays out and it ends on that note. But ladies and gentlemen, those are just my comments. Those are just my opinions on this soundtrack. Post down in the comments down below what you deem the soundtrack to represent, or how it makes you feel. Do you remember playing these games? How do you think about these games? What do you feel about these games? Ladies and gentlemen, also post down in the comments down below what you would like me to react to. Until my next video, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a like, and you comment down below. Bye-bye.